Caitlin Clark gets pushed around, thrown to the floor during games, and teammates are standing there.
The WNBA really thought footage of Caitlin Clark literally being pushed to the ground by Ryan Howard would go unnoticed. Can you believe this? She tried to get up off the floor, and Ryan Howard wasn't having any of it. Howard was practically playing bodyguard to keep Clark down while the refs stood there, like they were watching a completely different sport. Yet somehow, this isn't a foul according to the officials. This isn't even the only footage from the game, folks. But here's the kicker. That wasn't even the only time it happened in that game. Not even close. Caitlin Clark was pushed, shoved, held back, and jostled so many times you'd think she was auditioning for a spot on an NFL offensive line. Sure, she finally got some fouls called in her favor. Maybe the refs realized the cameras were rolling after all. But for every whistle, there were 3 more blatant hacks, holds, and shoves that got ignored. It's become a pattern, and the league seems perfectly content to let it happen. Opposition teams absolutely love making contact with Caitlin Clark. They know exactly what they're doing. They figured out that the refs are too scared to call fouls on Clark. But why? Is it because she's the face of the league? Are they jealous of her bringing unprecedented attention to women's basketball? It's stupid, honestly. Players play rough on Caitlin, and the numbers don't lie about this targeting. She's been on the receiving end of 17% of all flagrant fouls in the WNBA. That's absolutely insane when you think about it. That means 1 out of every 6 flagrant fouls committed in the entire league has been against this one player. Meanwhile, she's out there breaking records left and right. The Chicago Sky were responsible for 80% of the flagrant fouls committed against Clark. 4 out of 5 times someone flagrantly fouled her, it was Chicago doing the dirty work. But here's what's really messed up. The refs kept letting it slide in real time, only upgrading these fouls to flagrant violations. After the games were over, if you are enjoying, please subscribe. Let's talk about what Clark has been dealing with all season. She's been getting hammered out there. In her own words, players are getting away with things against her that they wouldn't dare try on other players. The physical play she's facing is beyond what most superstars have to deal with. The league has this twisted idea that being the face of women's basketball means you should take whatever punishment comes your way and smile about it. They want Clark to be their cash cow, but they're perfectly fine with her getting hammered on a nightly basis. I think everybody is physical with me. They get away with things that probably other people don't get away with, Clark said, and she's absolutely right. The double standard is so obvious, it's insulting to everyone's intelligence. Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White finally had enough and called out the officiating as egregious. The disrespect for Clark and the team has been unbelievable, according to White. She's been watching her star player get pummeled while the refs act like they're watching a different sport entirely. Even veteran players like Sophie Cunningham have spoken out about the bias against Clark. After getting ejected for defending Clark, Cunningham criticized the refs for their season long pattern of failing to protect the league's biggest star. It's gotten so bad that Clark's own teammates are getting thrown out of games for standing up for her.